What's up, Blazers? It is I, Hope Giselle, and this episode is brought to you by Audible.com, an Amazon company. Get a free audiobook download and a 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/Blaze Entertainment, or visit sponsor and supporter links on our website at entertheblaze.com. With over 180,000 titles to choose from, your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player. Now, let's start the show.
You're locked in to the hottest station on the
planet. Hey, Blazers. It is I, Hope Skies, and I'm coming at you all with my partner in crime, Mississippi Shades of Ghey, for After the Blaze once again. How are you, sweetheart? How are you? Please.
Ooh, I'm good. I'm in the land of the living. I enjoyed me a few spirits this evening, so I'm good. How are you?
You're starting already. I don't have time. I just don't have time. I gotta jump right into this episode because there's a lot of things we gotta cover, and I want to be able to get to them. So let me jump right into it. So the first thing that stuck out with me on the regular Blaze Entertainment show was the Big Dick Man. Okay, I had seen Big Dick Man all over the internet, and part of me was like, is this a scheme? I feel like this is a scheme. Until I realized that, Free and Kwame had noticed that he got a whole fucking documentary, and I was just like, so he got a documentary for having an eggplant dick in real life, and I need to know, I have some of the same questions, like, who fucking him? I need who's fucking Jack and the Beanstalk's dad? Like, who's doing that?
I just hope he's drawing disability or something, because that to me is a disability. Like, I'm no size queen by trade, but listen, yeah.
But see,
certain sizes, I can't even put my mouth on certain sizes. I'm just saying.
But no, look, I'm definitely a size, but that's just because I've been privileged. Like, I've never had a man under 9 inches, and so when I do get guys that average, especially now in my adult life, now I'm seeming to get these 7-inch, 8-inch guys that are like, oh, my dick is big, and I'm like, no, it's not. They're like, who thought it's big? Because I just I don't know. But then looking at this guy, I'm like, where are you going with that? That's literally that's a kickstick. Where are you going with this? I believe it was on hard. If it could actually function that way, he could literally hold his body weight with that. How is he? That has to be a distraction. Where does he work? That's the question. That's the real question. Where does he work?
Ooh. Let's not focus much on that, because I'm silly and things. Next topic. So moving right along, let's hop into crazy ass Chris Brown and how we know that Chris Brown is crazy. Okay. And how I want to discuss how crazy Chris Brown is. But I also want to discuss how stupid Karuchi is. You see, everybody keeps trying to say, oh, Chris Brown, he's crazy, he needs all of this therapy, which he does, don't get me wrong, he needs some psychological help. But my problem is, Karuchi, at what point are you going to put your coochie away in a box so far that he can't reach it? It's just kind of I'm at this point, if you're going to be putting him on restraining orders, that means you've been around. You've been in spaces that he's inhabited, and you've probably done it on purpose, and now you can't deal with the crazy no more. So it's automatic, clink, clink, lock it up, play his ass away. But I'm just but you can't play with him when you want to play with him, and then cry wolf and call a boy crazy when he threatens to kill you, because that's what he does. He threatens to kill people, and this is my thing. This is my thing. I don't understand why she waited until now to file a restraining order against him, when I'm pretty sure his crazy has reared its ugly head whenever they originally went through their breakup or whatever the case might have been. So why all of a sudden now, whenever he's sending you he's allegedly sending you these threatening text message, threatening to take your life and all of this good stuff, you're all of a sudden now you're being vigilant, and you want to file a restraining order against this man. Like,
she got a new piece of dick. She got a new piece of dick. You know how
like,
it is. You know how it is. So let's not play. We all know how that is. We got a boyfriend, and then we break up with him, but we not really broken up with him because we ain't got nobody else. And so he's still the main piece of dick, even though we not with him. And then you get the new nigga, and then everything that your old nigga used to do is now annoying. So it's like, I think, and I honestly think that that's what it was. I think that they were broken up, but they were still seeing one another. And now what the deal is she's probably found her a new piece of man, and it's like, oh, I just realized I don't really like him for real. You like, and that's what I think. She woke up and she's like, damn, Daniel. like,
right.
like I don't know. I just
and given Chris Brown's track record, like, and knowing that knowing that the way he did to fucking Rihanna, given his track record, whenever we broke up, I would have filed a restraining order right then and there. But like one day we broke up on a Monday, bitch. I'm gonna have a fucking restraining order filed against you on Tuesday, early Tuesday morning.
Like, but not even, bitch, we break up on Monday at 3:45, bitch. I'm at the restraining office at 5 o'clock, bitch, before they close. I'm knocking on the window, like, because he's crazy, and he's proving himself to be crazy. But,
yeah,
that's neither here nor there, because I'm so sick of them two getting famous off of not liking each other. So, next subject. On to something of cultural value. How do you feel about the Lion King reboot?
I'm probably going to be forced into a corner, like you did, Kwame and Miss Free last week. I watched The Lion King, but I'm not really just a diehard Lion King fan where I'm jumping up and down. Whenever they released the news that they were rebooting The Lion King, the live version of The Lion King, like, I was just like, oh, okay, another live version of a show that I watched whenever I was a kid. So I'm really like, there's no excitement. This is as much excitement as you're going to get out of me. Sorry,
you're not
Free and Kwame.
No, you're not going to be in the corner. But see, that's the thing, because like I didn't really quite catch. Like, I caught their opinion, but I didn't really catch their opinions. I guess I need to put myself in the corner because I didn't listen and do my homework well enough on this topic in particular. But to be perfectly honest, I watched The Lion King all the way through, maybe one in my childhood, and it just wasn't a pivotal film for me. I feel like, especially in the Black culture, like, I feel like we're forced to think that The Lion King is like the end all, be all, like, storytelling movie with I don't know, like the songs are good and everything, but I don't get why we have to be so booted to it. I don't get it. And so I'm just kind of like, and then now the reboot that they're doing with the live animals, I'm just like, but why? Like, if I wanted to see live animals do this, like, I would, put my cat next to my other cat and like make them reenact some shit. Like, I don't know. Like, I would go drop them off at a 7-Eleven and see who gets home faster. Like, the stripes, I don't know. Like, hell has no fury, like a cat who wants to survive. Like, I don't know. But I'm not diehard about this reboot. And I don't think I'm going to see it. Like, if it pops up on HBO one day and I have nothing else better to do, I may watch 15 minutes or so. But, like, I'm not going to pay to go watch it in the theater. I just, like, it's just like the Air Bud series. Like, after a while, it was overkill. I'm just like, I don't want to see real dogs doing shit. Give me a cartoon and dogs that can get hit by a car and still live. Like, I don't need nothing where I gotta watch these animals possibly kill each. Like, then my thing is, how are they gonna do the Mufasa and the Scar scene? Like, how they killing animals but nobody? I don't know. I'm just befuddled. They get a strike from me. I'm sorry. They get a strike from me for even attempting this. I'm done. I'm sure it's going to be beautiful visually, but I'm over it before it even gets started.
Right.
Next on the agenda, as we move quickly through our list today so that we can talk about the things that we find important. No offense to Kwame and Miss Free, but we got some issues that we have got to cover before the end of this episode. So Drake is in denial. Okay, Drake is all the way in denial. And I'm not talking about the thing in Egypt. I mean, first of all, I'm gonna need this white bread, corn fed ass little boy to realize that just because he does not experience the racism in Toronto and or Canada does not mean that it does not exist. I think that Drake has been too rich for too long, and I think that it's really clouded his judgment about what it means to be black in America, which is why people like him and then people like Lil Wayne make statements like that doesn't affect me, which is why I'm not going to speak out. And truthfully, so I agree with Miss Free. He comes from a different dynamic. You know what I'm saying? He comes from a different spoon than I come from.
Right.
My spoon was wooden. And then, as I grew up, my mama got a little money, and if we paid for some, stainless steel. But, at the end of the day,
right.
I haven't gotten to that silver spoon yet. And Drake has been sucking on the silver spoon. And as of late, bitch, I think he went triple plat on the silverware because I don't think that he knows what it truly means to be a black man in America because Drake got money, and money talks over even color. So I think that's why he ignorant statements like that.
And that's my thing. Like, I also agree with Miss Free when she said that Drake's statement came from a point of privilege. This is my thing. Right. I don't care if you were born in Africa. I don't care if you were born in Canada. I don't care where you were born. If you are an individual of color, you are going to, you should make it a point to understand your history and to understand where your ancestors came from and understand the struggles that those individuals who are and continue to be oppressed in your ethnicity. Like, you should understand those things. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care how many zeros you have in your bank account. I don't care where you stand in the social class. You should understand all of the struggles that your people have dealt with and continue to deal with. So that's my take on it.
No excuses, bitch. No excuses. No excuse. 2016, 2017, 2020. Drake, you get no excuse, bitch. I'm so over his lying ass. Like, I'm just over Drake deciding that he wants to be white one day and then black the next day, and then writing songs about how people don't respect his blackness and his hood card. But you don't have a hood card. Like, you got the card that I think Drake possesses is one to the Costco. Like, that's as good as I think Drake is. I think Drake got a Costco card that his mama made him get for family functions. But that's about it. That's all I think Drake has got left in the.
I can't let it worry me.
I won't. I'm not going to let it worry me. But what I am going to let worry me is this next topic. Bill Gates got the sauce. He got the juice, and he holding back on me. I'm all about conspiracy theory, bitch, and Miss Free and Kwame gave me a conspiracy theory, and I'm running with it. I'm running with the conspiracy theory, okay? I believe that we are on the edge of the next zombie apocalypse, bitch. Like, I'm all about the zombie apocalypse, but I just want y'all bitches to know I'm going straight Resident Evil. I'm injecting myself with the virus, bitch. I'm going to be the carrier. I don't give a fuck. Like, shit is going down. I'm going to be that evil bitch with the sickening ass costume until the day I die. Like, I'm just letting y'all bitches know. Like, my name will be Alice, and this will be my story. Like, that is how I plan on living the rest of my life.
Well, listen. Tell us something. Y'all go ahead and prepare for this zombie apocalypse, but I'm going to say one thing. The God I serve sits high and looks low. In the name, Ishkata, Baba.
I can't. No. I mean, I definitely think that Bill Gates knows a little bit more because his tax bracket is uncountable. I don't even think they have the level of tax bracketry for Bill Gates. So I'm sure that he's privy to a lot of information because I'm sure that they try to make him pay for things in advance for his safety. You know, like, I think that they try to buy his safety a lot.
Yeah, I've never been a conspiracy theorist, so I just, I try to take things at face value, Maybe I'm gonna be, if a zombie apocalypse happens, I'm gonna be the first bitch gone.
Right. But
Mama,
I'm
I
just like,
love you.
I've been,
P.O.P. hold it down.
I am. I'm gonna hold it down because, bitch, I've been dying to be Alice for my entire life. And when I tell you, I'm getting the virus, bitch. I'm going to become super hope. Like y'all bitches think I got weeds out of the ass, bitch. That virus gonna make me sprout any color, any length, any origin of hair that I need. I'm gonna be sickening. It's just gonna be everything. I'm gonna find me a little drag queen friend, and she's gonna make all my outfits. This is gonna be. I'm gonna be everything during the zombie apocalypse stage. Like I'm just letting y'all.
Yes.
I'm gonna be everything. But anyway, the thing that I did find really, really interesting, and I figured that we should totally do, is the slogan for life that came from like the letter section. Like I really thought that particular letter was really cool. So like, what is your slogan for life, 50?
My slogan for life is a mantra that I coined, I think last year at some point.
Okay.
And it's very simple, and you can take it how you want to, but it's very simple. It's damn, I forgot. I had a Kwame moment.
How you forget
Okay.
your mantra?
It is. I got it now. Wake up,
Okay.
slay, sleep, repeat, and you can use it in every aspect of your life.
Including like a Nicki Ramin this Renaj Rika. I feel like
No, you're gonna need something more than that.
I feel like I need that to be like a wake up, slay, repeat, wake up. I don't know what I wanted to do with that, but I wanted to do something fun with that, and I'm gonna have to come back with. I'm gonna have to come back with that one. But my slogan for life is okay, and please don't kill me, y'all. Don't laugh at me because I'm sure I'm pronouncing this word wrong, but I've been saying this since I was like 12. So be mindful that a 12-year-old who thought that they were older than they were created this, and I've just been holding on to it for my entire life. And my slogan for life is time is omniscient, and you can't get away from it. So you might as well enjoy it and make the best of this little bit that you have. And that is how I live my life. That's the slogan. Is that time is omniscient. It's always around, and so my thing is, since you can't get away from it, enjoy the little bit that you have. And that is how I like to live. I like to live in very Carmen Brown, the hip hop opera fashion. And if you don't know that movie, then you need to look it up on MTV. That's how Carmen lived her life. And so yeah. Before we get into our vent session, because I know 50, I know your mouth is burning, I know your tongue is burning, I know the back of your throat. I know the back of your throat is burning, darling. So, last topic before the vent session, really quickly. Black men and their women. Now, this is what I had to put Miss Free and Kwame in the corner for this week, okay? I put them in the corner for this one because I think that they were dead wrong for the way that they addressed the letter and the lady that wrote the letter, or assuming that it was a lady that wrote the letter, because that name is very unisex. But I thought, personally, that they either misinterpreted the question or were offended by the question and skated around the answer. And so I'm putting them in the corner because I personally do feel like black men are some of the most disrespectful people to their women. And the reason I say that is not because other cultures don't have their hang-ups with their women, but I think other cultures make that a part of religion, or it's a part of the way that things are. With black culture, disrespecting of women is a learned behavior that is either taught or learned somewhere else for the purpose of just being able to do it. Where I believe that with other cultures, it's kind of like women are expected to do so and so and so and so. And if she does not do this, then as the man, you're supposed to do this, that, and the third. Whereas in black culture, I feel like it's like this power struggle between men and women all the time. But with men, it's more of a degrading thing. And with women, it's more of us trying to prove ourselves constantly. Like, I'm an independent woman. I can do this on my own. I can do da-da-da-da-da. And the man is going to be like, well, fuck you, bitch. You need me. I'm like, and I just feel like black men are so disrespectful. And I just said in one of my videos that I made today is that it's so funny to me that now in 2017, you have all of these black men calling black women bitches and thoughts and hoes. And the only time that they seem to get real respectful is when there's a transgender woman involved in the topic. Then it's like, oh, you're degrading what it means to be a black woman. You a man, act like a man, da 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 da. But any other motherfucking time under any other post, it's like, oh, these bitches and these thoughts and these hoes. And I'm just like, but you don't really see that from other cultures. We may not agree with how they treat their women, and we may think that the treatment of women from other cultures is ridiculous, but the method to the madness, and it's not coming out of nowhere the way that black men do it. You know, I think that's my 2 cents on that one.
So not to extend this discussion, but do you believe that the mistreatment of women do you think it's cultural?
I do. I think that, not that it's cultural, but I think that it is definitely becoming a cultural issue. I do think that it's becoming a cultural issue as it pertains to black men. Because what I see happening is that more and more black men are starting to either feel or pretend to feel emasculated, and they're using this whole demasculation of the black man bullshit mantra to lure people in and to be disrespectful with a cause. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh,
right.
You know, it's demasculated and my manhood is under question, so bitch, you need to get in line because I'm a black man. And then you have some of these women that are like, you know what, he's so right. Like, it's so many things coming up against him that I should just stick around and la 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 la. And I'm just like, bitch, like, are you serious? Are you for real? You gonna let him hit you with that old ass trick in the book? Like, for real? For real? So yeah.
And I believe like a lot of your frustrations and a lot of my frustrations stem specifically toward the black man because of not only the quote unquote mistreatment toward our sisters, but the mistreatment toward our community as well. But what I will say is, white men in particular, white men, Middle Eastern men, Hispanic men, they are not, they shouldn't be absent from this accusation either, because a lot of them, they don't treat their women like queens.
Right.
The only difference is it's not as publicized as our men's mistreatment is, if that makes sense. So I don't think, it's not, we can't just specifically fault the black man because he's not the only one. And I think, again, a lot of the frustration for me and you comes because we deal with the backlash because, they drag us through the motherfucking dirt and treat us like we are fucking alien from planet Xenon. That's the reason why we get so frustrated with it, because it's just a culmination of two-sided mistreatment, if you will.
Okay, I can respect that. I can definitely see that. I can respect that, definitely. I can respect that. I'm gonna have to sit on that one. I'm gonna have to.
Come on, sit on it.
For real, I'm gonna have to, but not like that dick from the beginning of the segment. But like, I'm gonna have to sit on that. I'm gonna sit on it though, and I'm gonna dwell on that. We gotta have the different. I think us as a team are gonna have to we gonna have to conversate on that topic because I think
not conversate, bitch.
Yes, conversate, bitch. We're not gonna talk. We're gonna conversate because that's
we're not gonna converse. We're gonna conversate.
We gotta be real. No, because I'm too prepared for Miss Free to get me together because I know she got something for me, and I'm so open to hear it. But like right now, I think, like you said, my head is so up my ass with my own personal bias that I'm just like, no. And I'm woman enough to admit that. I'm woman enough to say, I have bias. I have a bias.
And it's expected. It's expected, though.
So, I'm whatever. So, vent session real quick in our last couple of minutes. I am so sick and tired of being sick and tired of saying R.I.P. to my sisters. I don't know what's in the water. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if these guys have gotten together and created a hit. I don't know if people are paying them to kill us. But the senseless amount of killing of transgender women just this week alone is ridiculous. 2 trans women dead in less than 24 hours from each other. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. And the sad part about it is that you have all of these LGBT activists that are so gung-ho for the radio show to report all the other news. People like, you know what, I'm not going to name names because this is a different platform. I'm not on my platform. I'm on a group platform. But I will say that there are people that report everything else that I have yet to see speak about this. And it's really sad that most of them are the gay boys that report everything else, but you can't be thy sister's keeper. And this doesn't apply to you. And my thing is, you report everything else, but you didn't report the issues about the bathroom bills and the issues about the things that are going on with the transgender people that you talk to. And you, like, I've noticed that there are so many of these little gay boys that run after trans women, run all up behind us, and oh, she's sickening it, oh, my sister is fish, oh, my sister's real, your sister ain't real, whatever the case may be. But then shit happens to your sister's community, and you're nowhere to be found, and you're not Action Jackson no more. And, you know, I think that within the LGBT community, that is something that needs to be discussed, and it needs to be talked about, and especially in the Black community, because these are the girls that are coming up missing. Women of color, trans women of color, and I'm sick of it.
I agree. It's sad. Like, my heart goes out to all of you all, because it's so sad that, like, it's like a double-edged sword. Like, you're transgender and you're Black. So it's like you damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. And it's so sad that you have to leave your house and be vigilant and watch your back and watch your surroundings out of fear that you might be the next victim. Like, that to me is sad, that you cannot live your life comfortably out of the confines of your own home.
Right.
Because you don't know what the fuck is going to happen. Like, it's sad. And we definitely need to fix society. Like, it's so crazy. It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
It's just, for me, it's more so the lack of human compassion. I think that there are so many people that are just like, I can't stand trans people, or I don't like trans people, but I'm just like, why? Do you even know a trans person? Have you ever met one? Have you ever had a full conversation with a trans woman? Outside of the videos that you see, or outside of the pictures that people make about us, what do you really know about trans women? What do you know about trans people? You know, and when you ask that question to most people that are sitting on these Facebook posts bitching and moaning about us, half of them are like, oh, well, I don't have a trans friend, or I don't know anybody that's trans, or my cousin is trans, but I don't fuck with her. You know, and I'm just like, I don't get how you can hate somebody that you don't know. And then what go ahead.
And that's my thing. It's like, how do you, and this is, I deal with this a lot on my my like page, like comments of people, like hate comments. I'm like, how do you hate? How can you hate what you don't understand? Have you even given yourself the opportunity to sit down and speak with a gay man, sit down and speak with a transgender woman or a transgender man, to even have a small understanding of what they go through? And the majority of the time, the response is no. So how can you even muster up in your mental space the desire to hate something or someone that you cannot even fathom? Like, I don't. It's mind-boggling. Like, I don't understand it, and it's sad.
If you know, I can go on and on about this. I could literally, I could have taken the whole 30 minutes to just discuss this issue. but I'm honestly, I'm trying so hard, like, to not be broken about it, and to find things to preoccupy my time with. But I keep asking myself, and I keep telling myself, especially me as one of the girls that puts themselves in the spotlight, you never know who's watching your videos. You never know who's listening. And like, today was one of those days where I was like, I gotta get a gun. And I'm so against, I am so against any of that. Like, I'm so against any of that. But I just feel like if I don't have one, it's kill or be killed. And in this day and age, I'm not going to have time to think, I'm only going to be able to react. I'm only going to be able to decide whether or not my life is more important than the person that's trying to kill me. And
Right.
in that split second, I have to make a decision, but I can't make a decision if I'm not armed. And so I think that I probably want to leave this topic with, if you are trans or you know somebody who is trans, arm yourselves. We are at the point where we must arm ourselves. There is no ifs, ands, buts about the topic. We've just got to be ready. We've got to be ready.
Yeah. And it's sad that we've reached that point. It's really sad.
I'm almost at like this pivotal turning point, and I really hate to leave the show in this dry spot. So to bid that adieu, I wanted to ask a very genuine question to end the show on a lighter note. Fifty, who you got your money on? You got your money on Nikki, or you got your money on Remy?
I have my money on Remy.
Ooh, bitch, you ain't going to the corner for life, but you going in the corner for that.
Listen. Now I'm gonna tell. Coming from, I used to be a diehard Nicki Minaj fan. I did. I really did. However, I do not like the kids bop Nicki Minaj that we are so ever graciously blessed with in this day and age. Like I can't. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not a fan of Nicki Minaj, and I'm not a fan of Remy Ma. But Sheether, or whatever, however you pronounce it, Remy Ma brought uncut, unraw, uncensored lyrical content. And I'm just waiting on some kids bop as response from Nicki Minaj.
But it's not going to be kids bop. It's not going to be kids bop. It's not. It's not going to be kids bop. No.
You don't think so?
I personally, because my thing is, I think Nicki, first of all, she ain't stupid and she ain't blind and she's not deaf. Nicki has seen, she has heard, she has listened all weekend to people roasting her ass, okay? When that bitch come out swinging, we ain't gonna get Nicki Minaj. We gonna get Onika from the streets that gave us Itty Bitty Piggy, okay? That's the
I hope so.
Because she know better. I believe if Nicki, it's no way. It's no way she gonna give us Kids Bop. Now, I'm all about her. I really am. I'm all about her losing. Okay, I'm all about her losing gracefully, but giving it her all. But if that bitch does come out with some fake ass will.i.am featuring Check It Out bullshit, I'm gonna be so pissed. I'm gonna be so like, she better not dare try to give me a Starships version of a fucking clapback, because I'm gonna be mad. But I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it.
And my thing about Nicki Minaj, and this is the reason why I really kind of like stopped featuring her, if you will. Like Nicki Minaj, you know, she started off as this eccentric, you know, over the top, quote unquote, hip hop artist, and I felt like her image shifted, and she started to win over those individuals who do not look like us. So in light of that occurring, she had to kind of sort of change her sound a little bit to cater to different audiences, which I get. But again, there are some things that you just should not touch, and I'm going to leave it at that. There are some things that you shouldn't touch.
All I'm gonna say is pull up in a Monster automobile gangsta.
That's the Nicki Minaj. That's the Nicki Minaj that I miss. That's the Nicki that I miss.
Well,
this other shit, you see right through. I don't want to hear that shit. You are a fucking. You're supposed to be a lyricist. You're supposed to be a rapper.
I'm going to need everybody to visit IntoTheBlazeEntertainment.com. And we will definitely see you back at this time again next week to talk about what happens after the blaze. See you guys next week.
Bye.